and then twist it around like this. And it stays. So this one used to be like this one. See how when I let it go, it's still the same? Oh. Wait, why do you want this one to be two?
I can't tell. It just feels like a huge block of hair.
I know. I am afraid.
What happened to you? I mean, you're brilliant.
Stop it.
Taking care of the balance today.
Today? Yeah, at the end of the day, I'm picking up after my shift.
Why are you making that face?
Because it's small as hell. What's up, guys? It's a new day today. It's a new day for me. It's a new journey for me. It's a new journey for us because, like all my journeys, I'm bringing you along on this one. This one is a little different. As you can see, I know I look a little bit different. Hair doesn't usually look like this. Usually a little bit longer. Used to seeing me in braids or twists or faux locks or whatever it is. But today, on June 5th, I am starting my natural lock journey. This is something that I've been talking about for a number of years, at least 3 years. I've been talking about wanting to start locks, but that's all I was doing, was talking about it. There were a number of things keeping me from starting them. Number one thing was just fear. I was fearful of the fact that I wouldn't be able to change up my hairstyle. I wouldn't be able to like have my hair blowing in the wind. All these things that I was thinking that I wouldn't be able to do, or I won't be able to do, that kept me from really going through with it. And the funny thing is I'm not somebody who changes up my hairstyle or changes up things about me very often. Like, once I find something that works, I kind of stick with it for the most part. So this, locks are really right up my alley, but the thought that it's something that like you really can't change. I know they say you can take them out, you can get them combed out, which can be a arduous process, can be costly, but I don't really want to do that. I want to do it and I want to go through it and I want to embrace whatever experience I'm going to have. I've always been someone who never liked short hair on me. My hair grows very slowly in my opinion, and so I was never able to really achieve that long hair that I wanted when I was younger. Throughout most of my youth, through law school, I wore my natural hair in a relaxed state. We were using that creamy crack back then. And after I got to a point where I knew I didn't really want to keep putting a relaxer in my hair, I didn't know what to do with it. And I got swayed towards getting a sew-in. And back during those days, like, I really was against like things that were not natural to me, like, so like adding hair, adding nails, adding eyelashes. I really didn't like any of that stuff, and that's no shade to anybody who does that. I have had my phase where I was getting nails and I was getting lashes, so that's just to each his own, but it wasn't something that I wanted to do. So for me to embrace that was its own journey. So I had a sew-in for a couple of years. After that, I started getting faux locks. And it was funny because I had a friend, she was actually an ex, who told me that she felt like the sew-in looked like somebody just took somebody's hair and put it on top of my head, which is essentially what that is. It really is just, installing somebody else's hair on my head. I had that nice wavy Malaysian. And I felt some type of way when she said it, but when I got the faux locks, I felt like that was a lot more me. It just fit who I was and how I carried myself a lot more, or a lot better than the weave did. So I understood what she meant. And yeah, so for the past almost 5 years, I've been I started out with faux locks. Then after a while, I switched to twists. Once I saw how light twists were, I was like, oh, I can never go back to those faux locks because they were just so much heavier. And then I was doing twists for a while. Then I would like interchange between twists and box braids, back and forth, back and forth. And after, that stuff was just really causing a lot of tension on my hair. If you can see like my edges, It looks like the hair is just starting to get a little bit, it was just too much tension, so it was messing with my edges, you guys, and it got to the point where I just didn't want to, I'm not trying to be bald out here. So I want to give my hair a break and then just allow it to go on its own journey and do its own thing and see and embrace myself in a new state, in a natural state. And so I'm here. I had my friend do this install earlier. Before I got him installed, herself and everybody else was asking me like what method did I want, how many did I want, what thickness, a bunch of questions that I really had no answers to. I really wasn't putting a lot of energy into researching lock methods, styles, or anything of that nature. I just knew that I wanted them. I knew I wanted them to look good, and yeah, so basically that's what I told her. I told her that I didn't want a lot of locks, but at the same time I wasn't trying to look like Gollum. Y'all know who Gollum is? I'm gonna put a picture of him right here or somewhere in this general area. This is Gollum. I'm not trying to look like that. And as you can see, I do have fine hair, meaning my hair is not very thick. So these I feel like the part sections are pretty big, but it's yielding not that much hair. So what I mean by looking like Gollum is I don't want to have, y'all see this, man? I'm not trying to look like that. So but at the same time I don't want a head full of locks. Like my hair is not that thick. I'm hoping that throughout this process, throughout this journey, it does get thicker. I don't think I would want this to stay the same thickness, so I'm hoping that it does get thicker on its own. If not, I know there's an option to add hair to wrap around. I really don't want to do that though. I really want to use my hair, stick with my hair, see what my hair is going to do. But you know, it might call for it. So yeah, this is different than what I'm used to. But I'm happy to be embarking on this, and I'm ready for the challenges it's going to bring. I know it's going to challenge me emotionally, mentally, physically. And I'm just ready to go on that ride. So my plan is to take a daily picture. When you look at yourself in the mirror on a daily basis, you really can't see changes to yourself. But if I take a picture every day for a year, that's 365 pictures that I can string together in a time lapse. And it will show me in a very drastic way how I have changed gradually, how the growth has progressed and all that. So that's one thing I'm planning to do. And then the other thing is that I think I can commit to a weekly update on my YouTube. How it's going, how I'm doing, how I'm feeling, what I'm thinking about it. Did I cry today? What methods I'm trying, what products I'm thinking about using. But also it's an opportunity, and I'm hoping that I do really get a lot of engagement, because if there's information that you can share with me, this is something I really know nothing about, so it's a journey I'm starting from zero. So any tips, advice, product shares, anything that you have for me, please let me know. Leave a comment. If you are embarking on your own journey, or you're thinking about starting your lock journey, follow me. We can get in this together. I can hopefully help encourage you and inspire you, and just, I don't know, give some insight into what I'm going through. For those of you who don't know, I don't know if I said it at the beginning, I'm Kim. I have Instagram handle k.lajoy, k.lajoi. I primarily post about solo travel and adventure travel, also throwing in some art and some motorcycle content in there. But mostly I just really love encouraging and inspiring people, and showing people that there is something on the other side of your fears. So living in your comfort zone, there's no growth there. And sometimes the things that we are fearful of, all we have to do is kind of push past it and get on the other side of it. And there's so many great things that can be on the other side of it. Sure, there can be danger on the other side of it. Sure, there can be more fear. There can be, I don't know, there can be bad things. And there is fear in the unknown, but it's the unknown. It can also be exhilaration. It can also be accomplishment. It can also be all these good things. And from my experience, pushing past my fears has most times led me to really great outcomes. And so I really enjoy putting myself in the position to allow other people to see themselves in me, or at least see, you know, somebody who maybe looks like them, or whatever it may be. Just getting out and doing the damn thing. So Give me a follow, like, comment, share, subscribe, you know, that whole thing. And I'm really excited to take you on this journey. I don't know how many times I'm gonna say journey, but it's probably gonna be a lot because this is what we on. Day 1, you guys, June 5th. Let's go.